Go.
All right, so we're gonna go through a hip mobility series right here real quick. Start off with your hips angled to the side. You're gonna try to keep your hands up the entire set. Step one, roll the hips over to the side, bridge up, swing the hip, stretching the hip flexor, rock back, stretch the hamstring, back forward on the hip, step up to a squat, elbows push the knees out. Inside leg steps back, roll all the way back over, and then repeat to the other side. So flip the hips, bridge up, swing the leg, lean in, stretching the hip flexor, rock back, stretching the hamstring, back forward on the hip, step up, elbows press the knees out, chest is up, inside leg steps back, bring back down to the start. Seated ankle mobility with a calf raise. So I'm going to start off sitting down on a box, a stool, a bench, something where I can get myself in a good body position where my heels are flat on the ground and I'm leaning forward over the stretch a little bit. So now my heels are down and I'm stretching here through the ankle into that dorsiflexion. All right, from here I'm going to raise up, full calf raise, and then press my heels back all the way down, fight their way into the start. I'm holding for 5 seconds at the bottom, pulling my big toes up, and then I'm releasing back up into the calf raise and push the heels back down into the turf. Starts off exactly the same. I'm raising the arms up overhead. I'm going to sit the hips back and reach all the way down. Grab the toes, sit back on the heels, but now from the bottom I'm going to rotate. Rotate up as far as I can and bring it back down. Rotate up to the other side as high as I can. Bring it back. I'm going to pull both arms up into overhead and stand up to finish.
All right, we're going banded clamshells here. It's going to be a great exercise to work our abductors. All right, so I'm going to loop it on my foot right there. Take my knee, pin it down. I'm holding it with my other hand here. Slight bend in the knee, coming up, controlling the way down. Coming up, controlling the way down. One more time.
Exercise is a glute march. I got my glutes engaged, hips are up high. I'm going to alternate each leg as I bring them up and back down. You can relax the head and neck, focus on the hips, and drive it up through the glutes. Ankle bounce into a split stance drop. We're going to work on deceleration in this exercise and getting down to the ground as fast as we can. So we're going to start from a bounce, quick touches off the ground, pulling the toes up, and then I'm going to drop and reset into bounce at the top. Fast drop and reset back into bounce. As I drive down, I'm throwing my arms and punching the elbow back. Single leg plyo hop. For this one, we use a box. You can also use a step, a stool. Just be careful that it's balanced. I'm going to start up on top. So I start on top of the box, jump down, quick touch, and back on top. Quick touch, back on top. So I'm trying to get off the ground as fast as I can, dropping down from the top of the box. Weighted split stance jump or lunge jump. We're adding a switch to this, which means I'm alternating legs in each jump. I can hit this in a stick position or as a continuous set of jumps. So I'm starting off, one leg out in front. I got my weights here at my side. I'm jumping up and stick, jump up and stick, or I can work it into continuous motion. One jump, right up, bouncing into the next one. Going back on top of the box. Get good balance on top. One foot's down. I'm sitting back. All the way down low as I can get. Bring it back up to the top. Sit back on the heel. Down to the ground. Bring it back up to the top. Weighted shuffle lunge. So I'm going to take whatever weight I have, kettlebell, dumbbell, bring it up here on my chest. I'm going to take a shuffle step and fall into the lunge. Shuffle back, fall into the lunge. So it's just a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more force sitting side to side in that lateral lunge. Banded RDLs, I'm going to demonstrate this both double leg and single leg for this exercise. So the first variation is double leg. I'm standing on top of the band with both feet, get my chest up, and start here up tall at the top. Slight bend in the knees, and now I'm hinging back at the hips. Sit back, big stretch through the hamstrings, get the band right below the knee, and then squeeze the glutes back up to the top. Again, slight bend in the knees, reach back, hinge at the hips, slow and controlled on the way down, full stretch on the hamstring, squeeze the glutes on the way up. From there, I can also work the same exercise as a single leg variation. So I'm setting up the same way, stand on top here on one leg. Now I'm set up from this position. I reach back, stretch the other leg back, same idea, under tension, and then squeeze back through the hamstring. Slow and controlled, pulling that leg straight back. Once I get to full tension, I'm raising back up to the top. So for the single leg RDL, I'm keeping all my weight balanced on one leg. I want to hinge at the hips. So I'm reaching back, pull this leg back, hinge at the hips, and bring it back up to the top. If you have weight, hold the weight right out in front of you. Down from there, and bring it back. Elevated groin side plank bends. So I'm going to start off in a side plank, but I'm going to put one leg up on top of the bench. So I'm bridged up here on the side, and I have my top leg up, bottom leg is here down. I'm going down and push up. Bend to the side, press up there through the top. Every time I come up, I'm going to push through my foot, so I squeeze the groin and squeeze the hip. Single leg balance, exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to balance on one leg, bend the knee, so I'm in a good athletic position. I'm going to hold this position here for 30 seconds. To increase the challenge, I can close my eyes, and that'll make it harder to balance and control. Band calf extension. I got the band double looped. I'm looping it right here across the ball of the foot. Make sure the band is not too high or too low. Pull it nice and tight. I'm pressing, lock it out, and then control it on the way back up. Press it out fast and control it on the way back up, getting full extension in every rep. Finish it out with a good core series. Both hands are going on the towel, just like we do a barbell rollout. Slide forward, stretch it all the way out, pull it back to the top. Slide forward, keep that core tight, pull it back to the top. Quick switch it around, sliding on the feet, plank position, holding the plank steady, sliding back and forth, body saw plank, then I'm taking it up to a push-up, tucking the hips up high, pikes. Great way to get a little bit of upper body, lower body, and some core work in today. Split stance, low to high chop. I'm going to start off in a split stance position about halfway down for my depth. I'm starting with the weight on the side, and I'm going up and over the knee and bring it back. Diagonal, up and over the knee, starting from the hip and rotating up to the side and bring it to the bottom.